So what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch the trailer real quick. If you haven't seen it, here it is.
I haven't, so I'm ready.
Jen hasn't seen it. I was scrolling, I stopped, and I watched it a few times. So let's go ahead and get that trailer in right now. Lee got those eyes, man. This is
nice.
This.
Really?
Okay.
They even put that part in the movie, bro.
Wow.
What?
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna lie. He looked smaller than he did on Warrior. Like on Warrior, he looked so ripped, bro.
So let me jump in there. So the first teaser is finally here, and surprisingly, it's getting people like cautiously optimistic. We talked about it on the show before, saying that it's crazy enough to work, and it's a stacked cast. Roman Reigns as Akuma, Cody Rhodes as Guile, 50 Cent as Balrog, the guy from Reacher is Zangief. Like it's a stacked roster. Kahindi, since you're our guest, man, did that teaser give you confidence, or are you still a little skeptical?
Nanda, norikore makota ya shinji shutu kosatsu no hado Street Fighter.
Now I gotta add subtitles to this. Come on.
No, I'll just translate for you.
No, chill. Okay. One more time with the question, D.
Did this teaser give you confidence, or are you still skeptical?
Okay, now, absolutely not. So check it out. This is how I feel.
Oh, come on, man.
Bro, okay.
Go ahead. It's your time. I'll give you reclaim your time.
As a person, I know I can't. Okay, let me not speak out of turn. For I am a huge Capcom fan. I am a Street Fighter day oneer. Favorite Street Fighter game is Alpha 2. The best one to me, in my opinion, as far as mechanics, is probably Street Fighter 4 Ultra. Now, with that being said, right, the way they did the characters, the casting is like a little bit, it's like 50-50, in my opinion, right? I have a problem. Well, I shouldn't say I have a problem. I'm concerned about specific characters and certain people that they cast to portray certain characters, like the M. Bison.
Bro, switch.
Bro, come on, dude. And then the thing with Cody, like they could have the flat top thing with the hair. I mean, it's probably like nitpicky. I'm pretty sure they can fix that in post, but I think it looks too cosplay with that big ass with the big flat top thing
with the box.
Ken and Ryu, cool. 50, I could rock with him being the Balrog. I could do the Zangief. Chun-Li is cool. I don't know about Andrew Schultz as Dan Hibiki. I'm not sure about that. I see that they added a couple of characters from Street Fighter 1 that no one knows about, like that Joe character. That's cool. The soundtrack was lit. I like the Punk Tactics. That's a cool song. The aesthetic of the video was great. The colors, the visuals were awesome. You're right. It could possibly work, but it's probably going to work for a completely different audience. In fact, I'm going to take it a step and say they might pull an MCU, because you know how in the MCU that they're not really comic book accurate. It's just a mixture of different, it's pulling from different Marvel lores, and it works. So at the same time, it's like this may work and it also may not work. And I don't know if they're trying to follow in the footsteps of the original live action Street Fighter film from the 90s, which was an absolute disaster, and it's also a cult classic. Didn't match up. Like DJ for one. Oh my god. But with that being said, I am 50-50 on the fence. I'm not gonna hate on the film because it doesn't follow what I want it to look like. I mean, because think about it. I mean, we're basing it off of the anime, the comics, when everybody's brolic, and you know, every Japanese and Chinese and every guy from Thailand, they're like cock diesel in the comics.
Sure.
Yeah, that's yeah. So I get it, but it may or may not work. You know, I also saw they did what is the video game awards when what's his name oh my god, Momoa came out and
when Roman and Cody came out,
like that was cool. That was really, and then you see Jason Momoa comes out. You know, they showed us Blanca, and so I was like, that's pretty dope. I mean, but I'm just curious to see I want to know what this movie is going to be about, because I don't know if it's going to be goofy or if it's going to be like a, you know, it can be a trilogy, and that's where I'm kind of like, and it's also looking like it's going to be entertaining for the new generation, and then to the old school people like us, like, hey, well, at least y'all got a movie, like, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, okay, so I get it, but when they talked about it, what was a few months ago when we found out about the release, I think I just like, since I still watch wrestling and whatnot, Cody and Roman were both going to be in it, so that sort of piqued my interest. And then at the time I'm like, shoot, man, it's crazy enough to work, because you look at that full cast list, you just don't know, man. Like it's so up in the air. And I will say, if you're giving me, let's just go based off character design, right? Because right now, like, there's a really big video game movie renaissance happening. Thankfully, we grew up during a time where we did not have that. You know, like Mortal Kombat 95 is it for me personally.
That was like that was the top of the top.
That's the holy grail for when we came up.
100%.
Now you got Sonic, you got Mario, you got. This is the time to do this, and the fact, and Mortal Kombat coming out next year. Yeah. So the fact that you're giving me accurate sort of characters, I can look at 50 Cent and I look at that haircut. I know that's Ball Rock, man. You know what I mean? Like it works.
The 50
and
thing
this,
does work,
but Kendi, this alone got me, man. This alone got me.
Yes,
you want to say what sold me on the entire trailer? It was this right here.
100%.
Yeah,
bro. The bonus stage, that's the big facts.
They popping off bumpers and hoods, man. How?
Well, I'm just saying, look at the background. It looked like the game, bro.
The screen and everything. They could be in Vegas. That could be in Vegas. That could be the you know. Although the bonus was not in Vegas, it was in Japan. But it was
like on a dock, wasn't it? Like
on a dock in Japan, Japan. But you know what's crazy, man? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like they could, you know what? All right, they can do a lot of world building with this film by adding, because you know, in the lore, they all live in Metro City, and Metro City is the home of Final Fight, right? Guy, Hagar, Cody, and all of them, right? Yeah. Then it's a bunch of other characters that's in the Capcom universe, and that they can really build like a whole world with this, you know. And then as the series progresses and goes on, and they make all the money, because they're gonna make so much bread.
They're gonna make a ton.
They're gonna make, because there's so many. Because all the, now think about it. Think about all the Evo fighters, like the gamers.
Yeah.
All the Evo tournament, the people that the cats from the 90s. They're all gonna come and they're gonna check this movie, good or bad, right? So if the movie does what it's supposed to do, if it does what it's supposed to do, they're gonna have the room now to be accurate. But my concern is Akuma, boy. That is my concern. Because I don't, bro. He's dog. It just looks like cosplay, dog.
I mean, here's the thing: you're getting accurate, and again, I'll throw it.
I want to see his acting though, as Akuma. I want to see him act.
I mean, the shot that they showed of him in the trailer, like face and everything,
the Virgin Demon,
look dope. But I mean, I feel like they fully embraced what it was, because a lot of times in video game movies, they take certain liberties. Perfect example. It won't be a video game, but it's like the first X-Men movie. Let's put them all in black leather. Let's not give them a costume or whatever. It was fine. All that trilogy and whatever was okay. But the fact you commit to it like this, I can't be mad at it, man. It's It's not giving Sonic those human teeth. That's essentially what this is, man. This is exactly what it is. Jen, Doc, same question.
So
Jen,
you like
first.
the fact that they're going fully out the gate,
commit,
whole
man.
100% video game.
We know the characters. We know what they do. We know their looks. We know most of their backstories. It's there. Just take it. It's yours. We talked about it a week.
And I agree. Going fully
just embrace
out the gate,
man.
Committing to it. I get that. But it's just two casting choices that I wouldn't have chosen. And we talked about this. The guy, David, that's playing
Bison. We talked about Bison.
Because we talked about, and even Raul Julia, he was small too, right? But I was thinking when they came around to doing this again, that they were gonna find an actor that was bigger. They didn't have to put the muscle suit on. You feel me?
They could have done no names, a bunch of no names.
Yeah, they could have done the no names. And the guy that's playing E Honda, Hiroku Goto, I was like, of course he's Japanese, but he don't look like he's too little. They should have went and got a real sumo. They have sumo actors, bro.
But let's wait to see how they sort of match up with each other. Because E Honda in the original fought Zangief, right?
Yeah,
and those were two pretty big guys. Let's just see how they match up, man. Because Roman's no slouch either. Roman's 6'4", 275. So I gotta give him a chance.
It's the casting is hit and miss to me. There's some hits and there's some misses, bro.
Well,
I'll agree with the Bison one, but
I agree with what Turtle said and what Kahinde just said. I think they should have gone with some no names, and not have such a star-studded cast. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But we talked about this earlier.
Back to the Bison. I'm just saying maybe because in the new lore, obviously the more latest lore of M. Bison for the past 10, maybe 15 years, he's getting new bodies. So maybe he'll swap, he'll do a body swap, and he'll probably go into his true form. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then obviously the whole
possibilities.
And then the Rose and the Cammy, Cammy is basically she's a clone of Bison. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different, there's so many directions they can go, with it. But I'm just not, I don't know. Maybe they did it for shock value. That maybe they did it to know that we're gonna complain and talk about it. But that Bison that's the main fucking villain in the damn shit. Why would you make him look like that, bro?
And I'm to agree with what somebody just put down there in the comment. We might, it depends on how this do. We might not get a second.
Bro, I'm telling you, it looked like 50. The flyest thing is the movie is 50, Dalsim, Ryu. And then you see Andrew Schultz as fucking what's his name? Dan. Come on, bro. No, man.
But you gotta consider it, Jen. I'm definitely gonna come
and a mustache
right next. Okay. So with that being said, those could be characters that we don't fully see if this builds a franchise or universe. If you have your staples, Ryukin, Guile, who you just say? E Honda, Zangief. If you have those staples, you can build off because there's a few more characters that we can start adding in if we get a franchise. But Jen, that was your first time seeing it. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts on it? And do you have a certain level of high confidence in it, or are you skeptical?
I'm not skeptical because the only thing we got in this trailer was basically elements of the game, which is basically what the essence of this film is, which is Street Fighter. Because that's why we played it. We are in the streets and we're fighting people left and right, and we want to be the top Street Fighter and get that belt. So, I mean, they didn't really give any indications of what, the story that they're building into it that is from the games, plus how they're going to flesh it out a little bit to make it make sense for a movie. And as far as the casting goes, I'm willing to give everyone a chance to see how it plays out. With that said, two things to be true. Because my concern is if you go all the way with no names for a movie like this, my fear of it coming to a theater, since we're in this gaming renaissance, is that it's not going to get enough attention and that it could flop because no one wants to come and see it. There's that risk of it. So I feel you if you wanted to do a blending of some names plus no names, just to make sure we get some audience. I was like, oh, so-and-so's in that? He's playing this character? Oh, that's so. Well, I've never heard of this person, but I'm willing to see what this person's got, because the fact that this person's working with this person, that gives me some positive vibes, And then, yeah, to your point, Kahende, they probably did it like this so we can debate about it to get people.
So and talk about
multi-purpose marketing. So for me, I'm going to give it a chance because, they just basically, I feel like this trailer is for the people that know the Street Fighter game and that you are a gamer of Street Fighter. Like, this trailer is for us. It's like, hey, look what we did for y'all. Come and watch it. Okay, we be there. Thank you.
And then that's perfect. That's perfect way to describe it, because that's exactly how I felt watching it. Like, it felt like it started out like an old kung fu movie, the zoom ins and the zoom out.
Some of the classic shots with the classic moves of each of the Street Fighters. Because I know for me, I always played the sumo wrestler. I always did the one move that he does like this.
Jim, hey, that's all Jim was, man.
That was the move that took everybody out. Over and over and over and over.
But it gave you all those, Jen. And I'm glad you said it, because if you're, again, Candy's a fan. We're not like discounting his fandom at all for Street Fighter.
I don't mean to discount anyone's comments. I'm just giving my perspective of it.
Yeah, and he needs to see more. I understand it, but he's kicking a car, man. Like, he's bonus staging in a movie.
First of all, it's not a car, bro. It's a Lexus.
Okay, it's a Lexus. Okay, get
it's the LS, my G. The LS. And you know what's so funny? That actual that bonus stage actually came from Final Fight. So there's a scene in there's a part in Final Fight where I forget the boss's name, but they break down his car and he gets pissed. The guy gets mad and he's like a boss, and they break his car up, and they carry that over to Street Fighter. That's crazy.
You could eat dinner off the top of Cody's head, Rick. But this right here.
I wanted to say one more thing.
Go ahead, Jen.
So, and then I'll throw it back to you, Dion. So the comments about the way the characters look. For me personally, I love that they're going full-blown accuracy, because especially like with the response with Daredevil and Wolverine, that we got comic book accurate Wolverine and Gambit. And the fact that we're going to get more comic book accurate costumes in Doomsday. That's like one of the number one things I feel fans are always looking for in these films. And the fact that they're like, nah, we're going to give it to you. Here it is, Street Fighter. Everyone is accurate according to the game. I actually appreciate that, because it's what I know. It makes me more excited to see the film. It's like, oh, they really paid attention. Because how many times, like to your point, Dion, like with X-Men, how everyone's just dressed in leather, then you got all these cosplayers coming out going, I did it better than the movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they get on my nerves with that bullshit. Like, no one asked you.
But aside from it, Jen, you're right. Things, and Candy, I think you've been given pretty much a good history lesson throughout this too, with just things that were inspired from it. Because the first Street Fighter game I ever played was Super Street Fighter.
Yes,
and that's having like Ryu doing the
That's the best one.
That's it,
bro. That's the best one.
That's the boy. That's Sega back there, boy. I'm surprised those buttons still work, boy.
I thought the game when Super came out, I thought the game when it was broken because it was all fast. You win. Yeah. I'm like, my dad took the game back to the store 3 times because I thought it was broken, and the dude was like, "No, that's just how it is. It's sped up." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, man, yeah." Super Street Fighter, that interest, I never skipped that scene. That intro.
Then when I went back. Nope. Then when I went back to the store, the last time my dad took the game back to the store, he was frustrated. The guy was like, "Hey, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo just came out." I go, "Wait, I just got no, Turbo is better." So my dad swapped it. I took it home. Oh, damn, the intro different. They got cameo on the front, and then the Ryu thing. Cool, I'm playing the game. You get to the final boss, you get the Bison, and all of a sudden Akuma. Who the fuck is Akuma? Who is that?
Yeah, who are you, man? Like,
who is that?
Yo, it was like Smoke a reptile jumping down on Mortal Kombat. It's like, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. But a few more questions on this one, then we bounce. I think we sort of covered a lot of it. We talked about the cast being sort of inspired, overloaded, stunt casting. Take that for what you will. But I think, Candy, you brought it up, story of what this could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen a lot of the anime Street Fighter in that story, the whole Bison sort of saga with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this can be your question too. So, what should they within the Street Fighter lore, and they're picking and choosing, they're taking things here and there. What should be like their North Star for this first Street Fighter movie?
Hey Jen, what should their North Star be, Jen?
No, I'm asking you.
No, I'm gonna say what I want to hear what Jen has to say, and I want to come behind her because.
Oh gosh, to be honest, it's a bit hard for me because the fact that we have, to Kiende's point, where Marvel has cherry picked and Star Wars does it too, and most likely this is gonna probably be the same thing where they're going to be cherry picking from different places and spaces within the lore to flesh it out into a film. Oh gosh. Kiende, go for it, because I honestly I'm not too sure.
All right, so well, before I even say the North Star, when I say no name actors, because Turtle said something too many stars, like, what I meant by having a bunch of no names, they should, you're right, Jen. People probably won't go see it, but if they did a mixture, right of specific actors that fit the aesthetic of what that character is supposed to look like, but then you also have to think about those foreigners, those no name actors that look like aesthetically like certain characters, and mesh them together. Because I'm pretty sure you can go to Panama and find a guy that looks like Akuma.
1,000,000%. Well, I absolutely agree with that. How many actors from around the world we don't give the opportunity to step in and take some iconic characters where they would? Because I've seen some foreign films, and there's some actors out there where I'm like, why aren't we getting this person, this lady, these people doing our movies?
Listen, damn the foreign films, those fan films that hit on the head. Even the IGN Street Fighter was lit.
Mm-hmm.
When they did the Street Fighter, the little series for IGN, that was lit, bro. That was amazing, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I say like, the reason why I just don't think a lot of these would work, I mean, is because a lot of these actors that have been acting for the past 20 to 30 years, they rely on their brand to sell them for them to get more work.
That's
versus,
true.
Oh, well, then all of a sudden I'm gonna do a drastic change and start looking like I'm gonna go and look like Blanca. Like, that's kind of a hard deal, because these are specific intentional characters for a specific intentional film. You know what I mean? And I don't know how. I just don't know how that. I don't know. I guess this is one of those things where we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens, if it works or if it doesn't.
You have to see the film,
Well, and I'm just, because I brought up the cast and everything, and Doc, I'm gonna come to you next on this one. I'm looking at the cast list for it now, and obviously those names, there's those big names that jump out. But you say, like, unknown actors or however. This is like Cody's and Roman's. Well, Roman was in a movie, but like being like a franchise character. You know what I mean? Like, Cody hasn't done much, I don't think, outside of like wrestling when it comes to movies and maybe some TV. Roman's getting to that point now, where he's sort of transitioning into that. I see, again, Eric Andre is done. I see that Curtis, 50 Cent is Ball Rod. We knew that. Obviously, Jason Momoa is Blanca, but that looks like a CGI character from that picture. But I think I don't know, man. I like a ragtag bunch ensemble cast, man, because I'm anxious to see. And yeah, Roman wasn't Hobbs and Shaw, but he was just another family member essentially in that one. This one they gave him like one of the most iconic characters in Street Fighter lore. Let's see what he does with it, man. I'm interested to see. So
I'm ready.
I didn't even go see Naked Gun 2025. There,
but it was more like a cameo. It was more like a cameo sort of thing. It's not like he has to act like a he has to become a character in this. Both of them.
I kind of see. I mean, we've been watching a lot of movies for a long time and shows, and we know how certain things. We know the formula. I feel like they're hiding behind these.
The names,
not the names. The promo pics. They're hiding behind the digital paint stuff to make people, all right, this movie's going to be lit, right? And then we're going to give you these cool action shots for the fights, right? But like it's crazy. When we see this movie, I really feel like we're going to watch this movie. We're going to say, the movie was cool. And then we're going to discard it, bro. I'm telling you, like, that's how I feel, man. Like, you know, and this is a person. I'm a Street Fighter fan. I'm a fan of Street Fighter. Anything Capcom, bro. I come on, man. And we missed a character in the trailer, by the way. If you see the scene when they're in the ring, you'll see who it is. The El Fuerte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was dope. I noticed
and that's the thing, like, if you're just giving me, I saw him there. I didn't even pay attention because I forgot all about it when I saw that car. Apologies. That Lexus
getting taken out of
it. Pick the smithereens. I'm looking forward to Doc. Last question on this one. Yeah, it was more like a franchise building thing, but let me know what I'm asking anyway, because I don't think we got a clear answer from you on that.
I don't know the North Star, bro. I don't know what the North Star is going to be. I don't know. A Hadouken, that actual Hadouken that works.
I mean, here's the thing: if the movie looks like this, I've said this before, man. I don't need a backstory on how he was able to do it. I don't.
Yo, we know
he just does it.
Characters to do backstory.
He just. But here's the thing: I don't need a reason why this is how he can do it. I know when I play that game for the very first time, all those you want to talk about? Oh, I'm getting off subject. Let me back it up. I know when I get back, because I was going to go into something just nerdy at the time, but I know when I play that game and I do that move, he does it. I don't question why he does it. He just does it. The Hadoukens, I don't.
He just for does all the characters, you don't question.
Yeah, they just do it.
Their moves or their specialty executions, if you will. They just do it, and that's it.
Yeah, I feel like we'll see that though.
Real quick, Turtle put a comment 942. We're not going to talk about Cody's lisp, not lisp shaming. Do you think he went to speech classes, or do you think he's just going to keep it as is?
Nope. I think they have ADR. They use ADR.
Okay.
Turtle, I'm not sure how much you sort of listen to Cody. His promos are, I don't even notice it as much anymore. Like when he first came into wrestling, it was pretty prevalent. But now this guy's going out and doing interviews on Good Morning America. He
probably did get a speech therapist.
Well, here's the thing. He went out to Hollywood. When he was younger. This is my wrestling backstories, man. He went out to Hollywood when he was younger and like took acting classes. So I think he's actively sort of taken acting classes and sort of speech therapist stuff too for his list. Because when he first started, it was more prevalent. When he came back this last run, it's still there, but he gives such good promos. I miss it most times, but I think he'll be fine with that one. But hey, man, I'm anxious to see this. I know Candy might need to see one more full trailer with the story so he can, and we'll bring him back on to see if he can figure out that North Star because he's lost right now. But we're here every Wednesday.
Yeah.
If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe and share it with your friends and bring your friends. Well, we're here every Wednesday having fun, talking all of this stuff here. And thanks for everybody in the chat too. Turtle Sage, King Matthew, we appreciate you, man.